Have you started feeling different lately? More sensitive? More disconnected from the world? Questioning everything around you? You may not be losing yourself. You may be spiritually awakening. A spiritual awakening does not usually happen all at once. It begins quietly, sometimes through pain, sometimes through loneliness, sometimes through a feeling that something inside you is changing. The world starts feeling different. Things that once mattered suddenly feel empty. Certain people no longer connect with your energy, and deep inside you begin searching for something more meaningful than ordinary life. Many people experience this without understanding what's happening to them. They think they are becoming strange, emotional, or disconnected. But spiritually, this may be the beginning of awakening. Today, we're exploring the signs of spiritual awakening and why some people begin seeing life differently after deep emotional or spiritual transformation. Part 1. You begin questioning everything. One of the first signs of spiritual awakening is questioning reality itself. You begin thinking deeply about life purpose, human behavior, society, death consciousness. Things that once seemed normal suddenly feel artificial. You start noticing how distracted modern life has become. People constantly chase money, attention, validation, status. But spiritually awakened people often begin feeling emotionally disconnected from superficial things. You no longer want shallow conversations. You want truth, meaning, real connection. And this can feel isolating at first, because when your perspective changes, your relationship with the world changes too. Part 2. You feel more sensitive. During spiritual awakening, emotional sensitivity often increases dramatically. You begin feeling other people's energy, emotional tension, negativity, dishonesty, emotional pain. Crowded environments may become exhausting. Loud noise, conflict, and fake behavior may suddenly drain your energy. Many spiritually awakening people describe feeling overwhelmed emotionally without understanding why. But psychologically, awareness is increasing. You begin noticing things you once ignored. Some people call this intuition. Others call it spiritual sensitivity. Either way, your inner awareness becomes stronger, and this changes how you experience the world. Part 3. You start losing interest in certain people. One of the most painful parts of spiritual awakening is outgrowing certain relationships. Sometimes people who once felt close no longer feel connected to your energy. You may notice, fake conversations feel exhausting, drama becomes emotionally draining, negativity affects you more deeply. Shallow relationships feel empty. This happens because awakening changes your internal values. You start craving honesty, peace, emotional depth, authenticity. And naturally, some relationships begin fading. This can feel lonely, very lonely, because spiritual growth often separates people from environments that no longer align with who they are becoming. But loneliness during awakening is not always punishment. Sometimes it's transformation. Part 4. You feel drawn to spirituality and inner peace. Another powerful sign of awakening is becoming drawn toward inner peace and spiritual understanding. You may suddenly become interested in meditation, consciousness, energy, spirituality, psychology, healing philosophy, nature. Many people also feel a strong desire to spend more time alone. Not because they hate people, but because silence starts feeling healing. For the first time, you begin listening to yourself instead of the noise of the world. And slowly, something changes inside. You become calmer, more reflective, more aware of your emotions and thoughts. Awakening often shifts attention away from external validation and toward inner understanding. Part 5. You feel like you're changing internally. Spiritual awakening can feel confusing because it changes identity itself. Sometimes you no longer recognize the person you used to be. Old habits fade. Old goals lose meaning. Old emotional patterns begin breaking apart, and this can feel emotionally intense. Some people experience emotional ups and downs, confusion, deep reflection, sudden clarity, powerful dreams, increased intuition. Psychologically, this resembles transformation. Spiritually, many believe it's the soul evolving into higher awareness. And while awakening can feel painful, many people later realize it changed their life completely. Because awakening forces humans to confront themselves honestly. their fears, their wounds, their ego, their purpose. And through that process, deeper self-awareness begins emerging. Part 6. The real purpose of awakening. Spiritual awakening is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming conscious, more aware of your emotions, your energy, your behavior, your relationships, your purpose. It's about waking up from automatic living. Many people spend their entire lives distracted, disconnected, and emotionally asleep. Awakening changes that. You begin seeing life differently. You become more present, more empathetic, more connected to yourself and others. And perhaps most importantly, you begin understanding that peace does not come from the outside world. It begins within. If you've been feeling different lately, more emotional, more reflective, more disconnected from superficial things, you may not be lost. You may simply be changing internally. Awakening is not always comfortable. Sometimes it feels lonely, sometimes confusing, sometimes painful, but often growth begins exactly that way. Because before people awaken, they usually must first realize that something inside them needs to change. So maybe this is not the end of who you were. Maybe it's the beginning of who you're becoming. Subscribe to Psychology and Human Behavior for more deep explorations into spirituality, consciousness, and the human mind. If you like to